Woo-wee! Oh, baby. I'm hitting the good stuff tonight. I'll tell you, folks. How you doing out there in whiskey land? For those that don't know, it's my birthday, so I'm having a special one today. Hope you're all good. Thanks, Richard. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. This is a delicious one, a delicious dram from the Whiskey Society. Flamingo Smoking Pipe Tobacco, 12-year-old. Here's what they say. I've had this one before as well, but I'll read it again. A pink hue gave way to the sweet reek of chimney soot and tobacco alongside sour cherries and cranberries, previously in an ex-bourbon hogshead. Ooh, baby, off of Isla. Nice and peaty. Delicious. If you're ever in, actually, I think they have one of these in, I don't know if it's in London, but it's not just in Scotland. But the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society is a exclusive club that I'm not a part of, that I've gotten a chance to go in. A friend of mine took me in. Richard's been in there too. But they have these very special ones that you don't know where it's from. You just know the taste. You don't get persuaded by the label, but instead just enjoy the dram. So here we are. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Happy birthday to me. I'll just put happy birthday, Dave. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, everybody, for wishing me a happy birthday. Let us know what you're having. Looks like Mambaroo is having a little Coke Zero or chocolate milk, both delicious. I know Richard's got his tea ready too, so hopefully everyone's pouring something out. But here we are. This is not going to be a massively, long Whiskey Wednesday. Okay. Hello. I'm back. No, you can't see that yet. Hide that. All right. I'm back. I think, yeah, the bunny comment. I'm back. Hopefully I'm back, folks. I'm hot spotting off my phone. I think it's probably because my family's upstairs using all the internet. Sorry about that. But anyway, hello. I'm back. Here we are. What are we doing here? What we're doing here is we are going to be announcing the prestigious upgrade finalist, or not finalist, the final ones, the chosen ones, the special, the big five. For those that don't remember, hopefully you got a chance to follow the Kickstarter and the distilled cocktails. I realize I don't have that up right now, but I'm not going to bother bringing that up right now. What I will bring up, though, actually, while we're talking here, why not? I'll bring up the pledge manager, because it basically does the same type of thing, where you can see it. Let's view this project. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's get me small here. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. There we go. Me in a circle. But you can see here it's on. It's awesome. It's raising funds still. I don't know why it says test, but essentially this is the game found. And thanks for putting it. We put it in the chat too for you to see. You can still back it. But what's important here that I don't have here, because it was from an update from Kickstarter, is we did a big kind of community-oriented, participatory type of thing where you get to choose cards. So again, this is on GameFound right now. The link's in the chat. There's me. Hey, it's me. And you can still back it. So again, we'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I wanted to show you that really quick. Now, let's go back to talking about why that is. What's so important? Well, what we're going to talk about tonight and reveal to you is the prestigious upgrades. Now, for anyone that backed part of the original Kickstarter campaign, so this was cocktails that we ended in October, so a little over a month ago. We had a cool little promo that basically said, hey, if you back this, you are going to get to also get a 21 card promo pack. That's right, not just like 5 cards, 21 cards. Some people would maybe call that a mini expansion in itself that we should be putting on the shelf, but you know us, we just toss things in, give it to you for free. So if you backed the original campaign, I shouldn't say original, the cocktails campaign, original means distilled way back. You backed the cocktails campaign, then you got to not only participate in helping us choose what we were going to include, but also get this for free. If you didn't, don't worry, you can still get it. It's only $5. So we're giving you quite a deal there. What comes in this pack? Well, 2 different things come in the promo pack. The first is what we like to call year 1. And I'm going to show you a little taste of that tonight too. Year 1 is a way for you to infuse this into your game. It doesn't matter if you're playing cocktails, if you're playing just base distilled, you get to use this little pack. It's about 15 cards, and you get to toss these in, and it allows you to essentially skip the first round of the game. You play a card, and I won't go into detail because you'll see it in a second. And that simulates the first round of the game, so you can jump right into the action for the second round. You have more money to work with. You have some upgrades, perhaps, or some ingredients, lots of different things. So you're already going. So it actually speeds up the game a little bit too. Is it something that everybody's going to use? No, you get to choose, which is why we didn't put it in a specific game. We didn't put it in cocktails saying it has to be used in cocktails. We put it out so that anybody that wants to would be able to use it. So that's 15 cards from year 1 or from the promo pack. But then we have 5 more cards that are prestigious upgrades. Now, what these are is, again, the same thing. This is not something that is only found in cocktails or only found in base distilled or one of the other expansions. It's something that's additional that you get to just add. And so we're doing that as well. These prestigious upgrades allow you to have these on the table, allow you to buy one. It's not part of the market though. So it's not going to come out in the upgrades row for the market. What this does is this allows you to purchase it kind of as a special extra thing instead of something from the main market, buying it somewhere else off to the side. And whatever's on the top is what you get to buy. These are going to be pure points, people. This actually is something that was originally in the game way back when I think first designed it in Scotland. And we took them out. Didn't really make sense to be in the main game. But now we thought, let's do this. But not just that, but let's let the fans, all of you, choose them. So we had an amazing time getting people suggesting them in the comments. We voted things down. We whittled things down. And we now have the top 5. So we're really excited about that as well. Kind of excited about looking into those and kind of thinking about what those might be. Now I'm going to get this ready to reveal to you. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to kind of do a little fun ordering here as well. That's good. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I just want to make sure I had that all ready for you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this then. And if you have comments, feel free to put it in the chat as well. Let's see if I can get this ready. Good. So let's talk a little bit about what happened first and how this worked. So we can see in just round 1, I've hidden stuff, so you can't see some of it, but you can see that we had 778 responses. Total votes cast over 10,000 votes, because obviously we're voting for different things, right? So it's more of that. The top vote getter got 450 votes. I'll reveal this in a second. You can see the pie chart. I've hidden stuff as well, but you can see the pie chart here essentially shows there's a couple that got quite a lot of votes, and it kind of ratchets down from there all the way down to some of the tiniest ones as well, which I'll kind of reveal some of this in a second. So that's exciting stuff. And then I want to make sure I'm not, okay, good. So then what we had from there, is we decided to whittle it down to the 5 that Erik was going to illustrate. Erik's going to custom illustrate these. We thought, why not make these suckers full art? So we really kind of went all in on this, and we ended up making the Prestigious Upgrades. Now, the Prestigious Upgrade, the back is right now just has this kind of placeholder prestigious, right? So this golden placard, so that you know to not include these obviously in your main ones. But this is something, again, that will sit off to the side, and I will purchase one. And if it's the topmost one, whatever that is, I get that one. These are going to go from cheapest, the most affordable one, to the most expensive one. So the faster you purchase this, the better your return's going to be on points, but also the cheaper it's going to be as well. I did not put these in that order. I put them in just another order so we can kind of see those all together in a second. So again, just so you're aware of that. But again, let me open up the first one. Again, this is not the top vote getter. I'm going to show you the rankings in a second. They're just in any old order right now. So for the very first one that we've got, and again, I hope you're excited about this as far as the awesome card art as well. We have, for our very first prestigious upgrade, we have the display case of rare spirits. And now, as you can see, these are going to be full art cards that will sit off the side. So when you install this into your distillery, it's going to really be a beautiful piece. Erik's done an amazing job on these. We can see what this means is a prestigious upgrade is going to be, it's going to cost you, this one is going to cost you 14 money. That's a lot of money for 8 points. So the return on it might not be as good as some of the others. So again, keep that in mind as we look at some of these other ones and see which ones you think might be the ones that are the most deserving of the most points. You can see the little PP on the corner there. PP means Paverson promo. So that's a promo card, recognizing it's part of a promo deck as well. We see we've got some awesome flavor text written by Blake, Dr. Inkwell here. So it says one of the oldest surviving spirits is a 1962 or 1762 Gautier Cognac, predating both the French and American Revolution. So that's pretty cool to see that as well, that idea of a prestigious spirit, in this case, a rare spirit. So here we've got our display case, rare spirits for one of our 5 prestigious upgrades. So the next one is the Board Game Cafe. Of course, everybody loves to play board games while they're having a spirit. So here we have the Board Game Cafe. We actually have a little bit of key product placement there, as you can see too. But maybe people are having a coffee, maybe people are having a whiskey, who knows what they're having, but a Board Game Cafe belongs in every distillery, in my opinion. So this one, again, this one costs even more. Oof. Yeah. So if you want this one, you got to pay a lot. You might want to thematically have your Board Game Cafe featured in your distillery. But again, if you do, you're going to be paying a pretty price, and it's going to be one that you would get to eventually, is the Board Game Cafe. Pretty cool stuff there. I just realized I want to, oops, you can't see that. I want to change one thing here. I'm messing around. I'm live editing, folks. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so the Board Game Cafe, 17 cost, 5 return. Still, if you got a lot of money at the end of the game, right, you could have it result, but that's only going to be about 3 points if you only have that money left. Obviously, in cocktails, if you have some other stuff, it can contribute too. But this is still worth it for you to invest in this. Maybe towards the end of the game, is install a Board Game Cafe in your distillery. All right, next one. So we've got the display case of rare spirits. We've got the Board Game Cafe, and what is our third one? We have a speakeasy. Of course, that was voted on. And people love to have a speakeasy at their distillery, even though the distillery already is a place where we're making booze. Still kind of fun, this idea of you entering off the alley, you talking through the slat door that they open, perhaps. Speakeasy, illegal bars predate American Prohibition, but become popular in the 2000s. No speak softly required. So again, 16 money for a 6-point speakeasy. Pretty cool. I love this one. It feels like it is behind the distillery in the alley that Erik's drawn. I love that for the speakeasy. So Speakeasy is our third one. So we've got Board Game Cafe. We've got the spirits case. We got a Speakeasy. For our number 4, while I take a sip, we've got, drum roll, the Distillery Ghost, possibly one of my favorites. I absolutely love this, the Distillery Ghost. Every distillery, I feel like an old one should have a ghost, and I think Erik's done such an awesome job with this kind of headless or detached head ghost. And we can see the washbacks in the background, which is kind of cool. You know, maybe they fell into the washback. I'm not really sure. Who knows? Drowned. And but you can see for this one, paying 15 to get 7 points. Not bad. Ghost Distillery is a dead distillery with unsold spirits. A distillery ghost is a dead spirit with untold stories. That was pretty fun. So nice work, Blake, on that as well. But I just love this atmosphere. I love the ghost. Erik, of course, loves drawing ghosts. And yes, that's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Mambaru. Is that because the ghost is a spirit? So pretty awesome there. So the Distillery Ghost. So now let's see if I've got them right. We've been through 4 of them. We have one more. Now I can't remember what it is. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm getting them all confused. But oh yeah, I know what it is. We have one more. Here we go for our 5th prestigious upgrade. We have, maybe Dave, click it. The tasting room. Everyone needs a tasting room. So we've got those 5 upgrades. Really great choices there. We've got to go back. I'll focus on this for a second. So I love this. Again, a tasting room is always important. This kind of cool bar-like. We obviously already have a bar in the game for the cocktails, but now you can have your own tasting room as well. We have our founder, Angus Douglas, there featured, which again, for those that know their distilled trivia, know that I came up with this idea when I was staying at the Dalkeith Palace in Scotland, in Dalkeith, Scotland. That's where I came up with the idea and worked significantly for the first couple months on the prototype and play testing. And so we named for Angus Douglas, and Angus happened to be also the name of the dog that was living in the house with us as well. So Angus Douglas, and he's of Dalkeith Distilling. So I think that's pretty awesome. The longest bar in Guinness records is a Humble Baron restaurant at Nearest Green Distillery in Shelbyville, Tennessee, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this I agree, Box Meeples. I just love the full art. I feel like every time I say that, I'm talking like Pokemon or my son's gotten into Star Wars Unlimited lately. So, but it's fun to do some full art cards. I think that's so cool. I was so excited to tell Erik that he would get to do full art stuff. You can see some pretty good return on this, 13 for nine points. So with that, let's go back. We can see, and again, these are all kind of scattered all over the place, but for 14 points, 8 for 14 money, 8 points for the rare spirits. We've got the Board Game Cafe. We've got the Speakeasy. We've got the Distillery Ghost. We got the tasting room. That's worth a lot of points as well. So some really good ones that we're really excited about. Now what I want to show you is the results. So we can see kind of how those fared. They're not all the results, but there are a few of them. So you can see that. So you can see number 1, we can see easily was the Board Game Cafe. So I wanted to share this with you. We're going to put this out in a Kickstarter update tomorrow as well, but thought this would be good for you to be able to see. The Board Game Cafe got the most. The Speakeasy got the second most, and both of those were really up there. I mean, look at that, how well those two did. And then we had the Distillery Ghost and the Tasting Room. So we had these kind of like neck and neck for these. The display case of rare spirits, and then the Distillery Cat, which I was sure would be number 1. Any of my distilled or distillery fans out there know full well that every distillery needs a cat. And so I was a bit disappointed to see that did not make it. And now, yes, all right, no Distillery Bunny either. But we can see others. Tours came up. The dog was nipping at the heels. It's funny because at first the dog was beating the cat. And then I was so happy to see that afterwards it came out that the cat, clearly the ones that know truly about distilleries but still didn't make that top 5, which is a bummer. But we got Secret Door, we got Castle, the Whiskey Waterfall Boozy River, which was what I was kind of hoping that would happen, just because that would have been so cool, like a Willy Wonka type of thing. But that was cool. Stage for live music, patio and fire pit, distillery restaurant, VIP lunch. A lot of those were pretty common. So there was only a few of these that like stood out as you wouldn't necessarily always found them, but it was neat to see. Now with this, so these all came out, and I gotta say, again, I was actually a little surprised, but probably not too much, that Board Game Cafe got first. Some of the others were pretty obvious. I wasn't surprised. I was a little bit bummed about the Distillery Cat, and I was a little like, I don't know, not depressed, but I was like, oh man, I really wanted the Distillery Cat in there. Not because it would be my cat. I have 3 cats, which is too many, but more just Distillery Cat is such a big part of it. And then I realized, I sat down, I was like, wait a minute, I'm the owner of this company. I can do whatever the hell I want. Gosh darn it. So I said, Erik, we're going to make and Richard, we're going to make a 6-1. We're going to make the Distillery Cat. So I'm just going to do it. So we actually are going to have 6 prestigious upgrades to be able to include in there, including the Distillery Cat, which is prominently Towser, which is a real Distillery Cat, holds a record, Guinness World Records for the most mice caught, almost 30,000 mice caught in its lifetime. So the Distillery Cat will be the 6th cat, or the 6th upgrade that we will include. So we're actually going to make a 22 card pack, not just 15 for the year 1. We've got the rules, and then we also have the Distillery Cat as one of the 6. And yes, which one? Which one is going to be the best cost ratio? Yeah, that's right. If you're the first to buy this, look at this. You're going to pay 12 money. You're going to get a 10-point card. We don't care. We're just going to break this sucker. So we have the Distillery Cat as definitely the best one. Let's take a look at all of them now again. We have all 6 of ours up here. Again, I don't think I have them in any order. They almost are, so I kind of ruined it. But the Distillery Cat is the best point ratio, and then the tasting room, then the display case of rare spirits, then the ghost, then the speakeasy, and then the cafe. And some people might be like, what? Come on, the Board Game Cafe got most. Yeah, but I'm going to just say it this way. If you want your Board Game Cafe that bad, then you better be willing to pay for it. That's all I can say. No, but seriously, the other thing you should keep in mind is this is going to be based on player count. So it's not like all 6 are going to be in there. So if you're only playing a 3-player game, there's not all of them aren't going to be in there. You're going to shuffle them up, and then you're going to shuffle them up and deal them out. And then you're going to stack them up in order of cheapest to most expensive. So keep in mind that you won't see every one each time anyway. And yeah, Richard's right. Richard says board games are expensive nowadays. That's right. Think about it. It's actually a good point. I mean, the tasting room is going to have your own spirits, the display cases as well. Speakeasy's easy. The ghost just happens. The cat's easy. So really that cafe, that's expensive. If you want to install that cafe, you really got to think hard about that if you want to do that. But still, I'm in all seriousness, it still is a good deal. You're going to be able to get, if it's at the end of the game and it's sitting there, you should totally think about snatching it up if you have a space. Can you install more than one of these? Yes, for sure as well. So again, really excited about these folks here. Everybody that backed the cocktails campaign in the Kickstarter is going to get these for free to be able to have fun with and throw into their game if they want. Anyone that didn't still will be able to get it for just $5. So we'll have it at conventions. We have it right now in the Pledge Manager too. So don't worry, don't dismay. You can still get this if you want. And remember, this is only part of it. There's also 15 more cards, well, 16 with the rules, more cards in it. So I did want to, before we dive into that, show you a little bit more. We can see some of the ones that were the top vote getters and them going down. And this obviously, oh yeah, never mind. You can see this all over the place. Oh wait, was this from the first one? Oh yeah, this is from the first voting. I should have done that. I should have just included that and not had it. So this is from our round 1 voting. So you can see what happened here is Distillery Tours was up there. Speakeasy jumped ahead of it. This is when Dog was leading the pack, right? and then Cat came up later. So this is how we came up with the top ones for people to vote from to whittle down. You can see some of them, God bless them, that didn't maybe make off as well, but some good ideas. I remember Peat Fields was one I really wanted because when I went to Lafroig on Isla, I went out into the Peat Fields, which was really fun. Cave I thought was cool. So there's a lot of cool ones here too. But you can see some of the ones that got whittled down as well. I totally missed that this was from round one, even though it says it up there, and could have had this at the very top, but that's okay. So you can see that. Now let's talk about year one. So again, I decided to include a couple of year ones in here too. The year ones are fun. Like I said, you basically are going to get cards dealt to you, 3 of them, and you're going to choose one of them. And that's going to be used on your first round, year one, your first year. And you're going to get those things. So for instance, for 1989 reunion, you're going to get a fruit. You're going to get a vodka label. You're going to get 3 money and 2 points. You're going to get to place that vodka label somewhere as well. And you're going to be able to get, if you place it, wherever, if you place it on the Distillery Upgrade, just like you would, you'd be able to pick one of those. And those are in reverse turn order as well for that round. So it's kind of fun to do that. And Blake has done a great job of coming up with some fun names and titles for these. So we've got some things that are fun nods to other inside things with Paverson. We've got other things as well. So a lot of fun with these. It will be 15 different ones. The concept here is hopefully you can read this little flavor text, this story, and give yourself a little bit of fun background role-playing as you start your year one. Remember, you also still have a distillery you've chosen to. So it's a really kind of fun combination to be able to pair this with your distillery story to kind of have this interesting blend. But yeah, so again, really fun stuff here. Really exciting to be able to have this. That again, like I said before, this could be something you use in cocktails. It's part of cocktails pledge, right? You got for free. But if you don't own cocktails or don't have an interest in this, you can just play this with base distilled too. So lots of opportunities here for some mixing and matching, some fun. And again, why we did this as a promo is because it's not something we originally set out to design for either the base game when we released it or cocktails, but we knew it was things that fans would want and have fun with around the table. So again, lots of fun here too with these. And you can see we've got the rules too. So like I said, it will come with one card that talks you through the rules as well. So we've got these. Erik has already done all this up, so I could include this too as we're getting ready for print. So showing you how I just mentioned that you're going to get 3 and discard 2. And then on the opposite side of that card, you'll get some rules for the upgrades as well. So again, if you're playing a 2-player game or a 3-player game, you're going to get 3 or 4 of those distillery upgrades. So you're not going to see all 6. You're going to shuffle them and choose. So that'll be fun to play with as well. So neat stuff there. Ambaru asks solo. Well, I mean, I don't think it wouldn't be to your advantage to do solo for year one. I mean, yeah, you could, but you might want to kind of consider how that might not work necessarily for what you're trying to accomplish. The upgrades, yeah, for sure. Yeah, just like I was just saying, Richard mentions too, that it's just going to give you around less. So maybe you wouldn't want to, but yeah, you could just for the heck of it and see what it's like. But it's mainly more for people that want to. We had a lot of fans say, "Hey, I just love to kind of skip that first round," and we thought, okay, this is a good idea. And as we went through this was part of what we worked with Omelette, David Cunningham up in Canada to help us initially design and then continue to develop and test the year one. So again, fun opportunity for us there. So again, what you're going to get here is you're going to get 22 cards where you'll get 15 year one cards. So technically a 5-player game, you deal all of them out. But if not, you'll see new ones each time. You'll choose one. You'll have 6 distillery prestigious upgrade cards, and then you'll have 1 rules card as well. So a nice 22 card pack to be able to play with people as well. So we're really excited about that. And again, really excited I'll go back really quick and reveal those 6 cool, amazing illustrations by Erik that are featuring all these great things that we see here, that you'll get to hopefully have some of those in your distillery and show them off. Yes, they're just pure points, but for some of you, if you have a lot of money and you're making that, you're doing a game where you have a lot of spare money, especially in cocktails, sometimes that can happen depending on how you're choosing to spend your money. This could be a great way to do it. So really excited about that. Thanks again to Erik for those, but thanks again to all of you for helping us out with coming up with those. And sorry, I cheated and added another one, but couldn't resist having the cat. So that's that. Let's see. I think that's about it. Thanks to everybody for the birthday wishes. I see Paul in there saying it. Thank you. Axel, thank you. It's really nice. Looking forward to having a little birthday dinner, hopefully with my family after this. One thing I did want to point out really quick, nothing is done yet, but I've got the mixer. I've got the sample. We don't have the etching yet, but a pretty cool mixer on here, or mixer cocktail shaker. Sorry, for anyone that backed the Kickstarter and decided to go with the kind of the upper tier. This is going to be another thing that you can get. Is this mixer, this shaker. So you can shake it like the pros. It's going to have Pavers and Games and Blazing on the side. Remember, this is not the dice shaker. That's different. Actually, just a second. The dice shaker is this size. So actually, this is probably good for people to see. This is the one for you shaking dice compared to the one you shaking cocktails. And the shaker here, I don't have the felt in here because I 3D printed this at home and haven't put it in, but this will be felt lined. So when you shake, it's not too loud as well. But really fun. This one will have Distilled D on the side. And then this is going to just have Paverson on the side, etched on the side. Not really sure yet if it's going to be up here or down here. I'm asking the factory to kind of take a look at that. I think it's going to look better up here, but we'll see. We're still experimenting. But I really love this modern look. So many people have that kind of like classic one, which is nice. But in talking with Blake, it really is a really bad shaker for people. And this is a much better one. Because of the how much you can get in it, but then also the shape of it is nice too. And I said, well, what about the strainer? He said, oh, you just kind of separate it and pour it out right here, and that's how you're supposed to do it. Real bartenders do it. So excited about that too. So pretty cool. I think that's it for tonight. Unless anyone else has anything. Conesy, yes. Good. You're going to go to the Protospiel. So yeah, I'm excited this weekend. Really looking forward to attending Protospiel Madison this weekend, Friday through Sunday, playing lots of games. I'm not bringing anything. I'm just going to be playing other people's games. Really looking forward to that, giving back and playing games. That'll be a lot of fun too. So I'll see some of you as early as Friday. If you're going to be attending Protospiel Madison, don't be shy. Excited about that. And I think besides that, we'll be sending out an update soon for cocktails. That'll obviously have this stuff, as well as some other info too. But that's about it. Beyond that, I think, I hope everyone's going to enjoy this as we ease into the holiday season, get a chance to play some games. I know I'm looking forward to it for sure as well. And thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a great short little Whiskey Wednesday, but I'm also really excited to be able to show you all those. And again, we'll be sharing those really soon in the Kickstarter update. So I hope to see you there too. So that's it for me. Have a good night, everybody. Slàinte mhath. Until next time, see ya.